All right, so the Boston Red Sox are in town, and I've got tonight's lineup for you. Before I do that, I've got some Miguel Andujar news. He was scratched a little while ago from the lineup. He was originally pegged to start, so I don't know if that means it's a call-up or a trade, or we just don't know yet. But I'll fill you in once I get the details. So if you're not subscribed to this channel, make sure you do that now. That way you don't miss stuff like this, whether it's him or potential trade for Luis Castillo or any type of trade that happens in the next couple of weeks heading towards the trade deadline. Whether it's Yankees or not Yankees, you will get it here. And if you haven't heard, I'm going live trade deadline day. So probably from around 12 to 5. And I'll put the link out for that and everything. But I don't want you to miss it because I'm going to give you everything live time. And I've got my MLB trade deadline predictions coming out next week too, a week before the actual deadline, which is August 2nd. So, with that, let's get to the lineup. We got DJ LeMahieu leading off. He's playing third base today, so it looks like Josh D's got the day off. Aaron Judge is batting second in center field. Rizzo is batting third, first base. Giancarlo Stanton's cleaning up in right field. Gleyber Torres is batting fifth, playing second base. Matt Carpenter is in there today at DH, batting sixth. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa batting seventh, shortstop. Kyle Higashioka is at the dish, batting eighth. And Joey Gallo's in ninth, batting ninth in left field. And we got Jordan Montgomery on the mound against, I think it's Nathan Eovaldi. Tomorrow the Yankees face Nick Pivetta, and then Sunday is the matchup Chris Sale versus Garrett Cole. So that's going to be the big one for the Yankees. Red Sox, again, hopefully the Yankees will have a better outcome this series than they did the last one against the Reds when they lost 2 out of 3. Now, I'm not that surprised that they lost 2 out of 3. I mean, it's a little disappointing in the manner in which they've done it. The bullpen blew 2 games, 2 good pitch games by starters, Cortez and Cole, but that's bound to happen, right? The Yankees haven't faced any real adversity this year. Now they're starting to face it, so how they respond to it is going to be, give us a good idea of how good this team actually is, how their mettle and their character and their fortitude is, and maybe give us an idea of the type of moves that Cashman needs to make to put this team over the top. The last thing we want to do is wake up and find out the Astros got Luis Castillo or Wilson Contreras or both. You know what I mean? That's the last thing we want to find out. So I think Cashman's well aware that he needs to make a couple of moves, and the guys that are currently on the roster are not the ones to fill in the spots. Otherwise, they'd already be up here. You know what I mean? So, but that said, we'll see what they do. But that's the lineup right now. I'll go later on with the. We'll go live tonight with the recap and all that stuff. So make sure that you don't miss that if you're around. And but hopefully the Yankees will put some zeros on the Red Sox side and some numbers on their side and get on the board early, put them in a hole, and attack these guys. The Yankees have it's going to be Boston, right? Then Houston, and then Baltimore, and then the Mets are going to be the next 4 series for the Yankees. That's going to be really tough. The Orioles are red hot right now too. So and they're over 500. Every team in the American Leagues right now, AL East is over 500, which is completely insane. But that goes to show you how strong this division is. When a lot of folks thought this division was going to suck this year. And again, you never know what's going to happen. The Red Sox, they're getting their starters back now, and they're getting some other pieces back from being injured. And, they'll probably put themselves in a position in the playoff run. If they get somebody, they might get a Castillo or somebody like that. We just don't know what they're going to do yet. But I don't think that they're going to call it a season. Just like I don't think the Blue Jays will call it a season. I think the Blue Jays will make a move or two as well. I think the Astros are going to make the moves. And we'll see. The Rays, I think they're probably they might start reshuffling a little because they're way too. And there's too many injuries. And now we got Wander Franco out with hamate surgery for his hand, so he's going to be out for like 6 weeks. They might call it a season and just start reshuffling and getting healthy for next year. But you never know. You never know. But that's the Yankees lineup. Let's take it to the Red Sox, and I'll talk to you tonight.